Hey guys, what's up? It's Worldwide Gaming here, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit of gameplay of Company of Heroes on Sheldit. It's a 3v3 map, and my team, I don't know anyone on the team, but just random guys, but my team, we're playing as the Germans, and I am the Panzer Elite, and then my two allies are the Wehrmacht. So, oh yeah, and we're versing the British and two Americans, I think. Yeah. So, I will unpause it and we'll see what happens. Obviously, early on, it's pretty boring. And usually the British guys like to start here because they get like a rifleman squad right off the bat. And they will rush across this bridge. And as you can see, my ally, his name is iShine, is pretty smart by starting to put down anti-tank mines, because they'll rush across the crap, what's that little thing called that the British have? Oh damn, well I'll show you when I see it. But anyways, here's the British rifleman squad. Like I said, they try and rush across, and usually if they can get a foothold in this area, they will just slaughter and it wins the game for them. Here's the thing that they want out, a Bren carrier. These things just destroy early on in the game, and if they can get one of these across here, then you are screwed. And so my ally's just completely annoying the infantry, and he's just trying to get up anti-tank stuff. And see right here, he's asking for help, and so I start frantically sending men down because I know how serious this is if he can't get that. So I send two of my Panzer Grenadiers down to help, and now he has two Bren carriers. So we're all getting worried that they're just going to push in and just destroy us. And then, let's see, my other ally is just capping up the middle to make sure we have it all, and he's putting barbed wire down and anti-tank. But as you can see, they got a foothold here, which is not good. But thankfully, they're focusing over here, so my guys can just swoop in the back and take them all out. I also made, I think at this point, no, I'm not starting to make it. Yeah, I did. There's my infantry half-track. Pretty much just has a big MG42 on it, and I just send that thing down there as fast as I can just to take him out. And see, he's got a MG here, and he's just shooting everyone up, and I'm in here behind, and down comes the half-track. I'm thinking we'll be good, and that's when they start building up the mortars along this edge here and start just blowing us to hell. So his Bren carriers, they're both dying. That one's almost dead, but we couldn't get it in time. But let's see. Here comes the infantry half-track, and at this point I'm starting to make a logistics company just to start getting the upgrades so I can get closer to getting the Panzer battle group, which is just pretty much two Panzers that you can call in for a little manpower. And now we started to push them back, but you can see there's snipers coming, riflemen, all these guys are coming to take us out. My half-track's kind of having technical difficulties and it's just flying around. Once I get it in place, it starts killing everyone. And as you can see, that sniper's somewhat over here, and he's just taking my guys down. So I decide to retreat them. Hopefully my half-track and whatever forces iShine has can hold them here. And then we're capping this spot just to get a bit more resources during the time with my Kettenkrad or whatever it's called. And sadly, bullets do a lot of damage to the half-tracks, and I almost lose my half-track here. And then here he goes. They're building up the MG over here just to secure a better position for themselves. And surprisingly, he tries to charge across again, but there's three MGs here. And then he's telling me to stop to repair, and thankfully he started to attack my Kettenkrad. And so I was able to repair and shoot him at the same time. And then I just kind of pull him back. It wasn't a big deal if I lost him anyways. Now I come out with a mortar half-track, so that should help us out. And as you can see, it's just pretty much a mortar with half track pretty much. And I guess oh wait, no, I did start to repair these guys and get reinforcements on them so I can send them back into battle. And as you can see, this Bren carrier is about to go down, and there it goes, out of control, into the water. It's gone. So now we've pretty much pushed them all the way out, except for maybe that pesky little sniper there, and they didn't even try to get the middle, so we have that completely locked down. And here he comes again with another Bren carrier. It's not going to do much. Infantry half-track pretty much takes it down, along with all the LMGs, which he pulled back here, but puts it back. And then he's got a sniper there as well. I don't know why he decided to push across. I don't know why FWC Jack tried to push across the repairman. That probably wasn't smart. And now I finally get to send my Panzer Grenadiers back into action. And I thought I upgraded them with the Gruer rifles, but I guess I didn't. And here's my mortar half-track going in, and he's going to start bombing the bridge, hopefully to take it out and maybe get rid of their mortars, which he's put up over here. And I almost lose my half-track a second time, but thankfully I get to repair it. I don't remember how I repaired it, but I just remember that I do. And he sees that I have a mortar half-track, because every time it fires, it kind of just pops up on the screen for them on their mini-map. So he starts directing his mortar fire towards mine, and he does take down a few of our infantry and stuff, but I don't think he gets any big hits off on my mortar half-track. And at this point, I pulled out my infantry half-track so I could repair it with my Panzer Grenadiers. I gotta say, Panzer Grenadiers are just like the all-around best units, because they can repair, shoot, they can do everything. They can even build stuff. And here I have a Gruer Panzer Grenadiers, which I probably should have pulled up to the front because they're good at long range, but I don't know, I decided to keep them back just to build things, which probably wasn't too smart. But now he has two snipers, he's sniping the mortars, he's doing everything we can, and down goes the bridge by a firestorm or something. I think it's one of the doctrines that you can choose on the Wehrmacht, and you can take down the other guys over here. So now it's kind of even. They have half the map, we have half the map, but we do have the middle, so they are not going to be getting more resources than us, and will always be pumping out more no matter what, unless they try and take it. Now we've got the snipers harassing them, and this is when I'm just trying to gun to get the Panzer battle group so I could get two Panzers moving in. But I do decide, just in case they get light tanks, which the British can get pretty fast, I decide to get a oh shoot, what are they called? I'll see when they come out, but they're pretty much just tank busters. I think that's what they're called or something. And then right now I'm just kind of sitting back, I'm harassing them with my mortars, and then I just have all my units sitting back here. But they did get a really good mortar shot on one of my guys. I didn't show it, but they destroyed a whole unit in one shot, and so I pulled them back here to get reinforcements in them and stuff. And I am training another mortar half-track just to harass him a bit more. And as you can see, he tries to come across, and they sees this whole defense and barricade, and he knows he doesn't have a chance to get across. And here's my second mortar half-track. And at this point, I just want to take out these mortars and the MG so that we can start pushing across. And there is his light tank, and that was the big reason why I started training the tank buster but stopped. And then at this point, we have ATs up. We are expecting it to come, so I'm just pushing my guys across, and I have a Panzerschreck unit here just in case he decides to go all the way across. So, and right here he does, so I get a pretty nice shot off on him with the Panzerschreck, but those mortars just harass my guys, and I'll have to pull them back eventually. Here, I don't kill it, but I damage it so that's always good.
They've lost a unit to the
And
enemy's advances.
somehow the enemy got across, and he put down a bunch of tank traps, so I couldn't move, and my allies couldn't move any vehicles across, so it was just infantry holding over here in that bunker. But we have the AT destroying them, so it's all going to be good, and then we'll be able to push across to the middle, and then hopefully on and into the enemy side. And as you can see, my ally iShine says he's getting Stokas, which are pretty much rocket launchers. I'll show you guys what they do in a bit. They're pretty crazy. And now I just repaired my mortar half-track. I have my guys back at base because they are just getting destroyed by the mortars that these guys have. And he starts to repair the bridge. We don't notice it till it's almost fully repaired. So here he comes across with another, what is these called? It's the Shot Light Tank. They're just the British tank, and they're terrible against anything but infantry or like vehicles. And here's their army of mortars that are just harassing us, and then here's some more, and then the British have all these along here. So they have a big thing of infantry, but we don't even have anyone here, and they knew it, so they are going to push across. But that's when we finally got the last anti-tank destroyed, and we just pushed across. And I started firing like pretty much napalm rounds right here to try and prevent them from coming across with the infantry, but it didn't really work. So, and before I went back on building a tank buster, and now that I see they have light tanks, I decide just to go all out with it. And see, they're gonna try and build a tank traps, which I think they do just to make sure we can't move across this bridge. But I think the MG in here takes them out before they can fully finish it, I think. And now I have my infantry half-track and my 2 mortar half-tracks raring to go, get across here and start taking these guys out. But we can't go yet because he still had that light tank, but he pulled it back after the Stokas hit it with the fire napalms and stuff. That's when we all pushed across just to make sure we could hold this position. And now, as you can see, I have my tank buster out, or tank hunter, sorry, and this thing's just a beast against any light tank or average tank. And see right here, I have the Hetzer tank in supply, so I just have to get 600 manpower before I can start moving that across. And I don't know how, but my ally already had a Panther, and I don't know where he got that from, but he did. And then, as you can see, my guys, they're trying just to hold over here. I didn't even know my guys were fighting over here, but somehow they all survived, and I just pull them back just to reinforce them and stuff. And there goes my tank hunter. It's not very good against infantry, but it's decent against everything else. As you can see, my guys are just getting hammered, and then here comes a jeep trying to go across. I just destroy that thing one shot with it. And now I have my infantry half-track that's going to move across. I have my mortars firing on their mortars, and all's going, I think it's going pretty well at this point. I think my ally has, he has 2 Stokas now, which is pretty good. And these infantry didn't stand a chance because they didn't have any AT or any anti-vehicle weapons, so my guys just plowed through. And I don't know what this guy was, what they were trying to do with this barrage. I don't know if they were trying to take out the bridge or something, but that bridge is indestructible as well as this one, so it wasn't a big deal. And back here, I just have all my guys. I'm probably trying to reinforce them whenever I can. And then I have my first Hetzer tank moving across, which is pretty much just an anti-tank. And it's got an MG42 on the top, so it's pretty decent at taking out infantry. And now, this is where we push. We just send everything we have across, pretty much. Eventually, we get all, like, we all have Panzer tanks and stuff, and eventually we'll get all that. But, I don't know, for some reason this guy just decides to just send as many Ostwinds as he can. I don't think he gets any heavy tanks, just Ostwinds. And now I'm going across with my tank hunter and my Hetzer just to try and take everyone out. And this is when they really lost the game. They should have been defending this area with AT, expecting the Germans to come across with Panzers and all the tanks that they have available to them. So that was a big mistake they made. And see, they like frantically just send all their guys in. And they do have satchel charges or sticky bombs on them, so they do just chuck them at us, but it doesn't do much. But I think they do take out this Hetzer because they damage the engine, so I can't really run away. At this point, we're just in there, and look at all of this is coming across. Everything's gonna be shooting. They don't have a chance. I still have my mortars firing at everyone, and oh wait, you don't know, I don't lose that Hetzer. I put it over here and asked them to repair it, I think. Not sure though, but I do lose the tank hunter by, as you can see, they spammed engineers, the British engineers, and they have an upgrade with Tank Buster or AT, pretty much just rocket launchers, and they just destroy tanks. They don't have a chance. And as you can see, FWC Jack drops because he's a little noob and couldn't handle it. So pull my Hetzer back, just repair it, and for some reason I decided to move up my mortars half tracks just to get in there, have more guys. And here's my mass engineers repair, I guess you can say. If you have this many things repairing one thing, it will be repaired in like 30 seconds. And I decided just to push across, and see, I'm asking for repairs for my Hetzer so I could get it back in without losing it. And now I should start, yep, there we go. I start bombing the guys over here with napalm, and they just burn. It's kind of sad. I wish I would have bombed right here, because, oh, I do hit them a bit, but as you can see, those rocket launchers are just OP, and they just destroy. And, oh, he actually saves his Panthers. And so, now, my Hetzer's almost, it's like halfway repaired, so I'm going to start moving that across. And then I have my infantry half-track going back in, then I have all my infantry units with STGs, or what upgrade is this? I'm not sure, but that looks like an STG to me. But I have that upgrade, and then I have the Panzerschreck upgrade on some of the guys. And now I'm just trying to upgrade all my buildings so that I could get the Panzer Battle Group, which I do have now. It's just 1,000 manpower, and I'm going to send those Panzers, once I get them, all the way across into the enemy base over here. I was hoping that they would go more tank and have more tanks, but they went like more of an infantry style, because I chose the anti-tank doctrine. So you get the Hetzer, you get the large, I forgot what it's called, but oh god, it's just crazy. And as you can see, 2 units of those guys took out 1 infantry half-track in just 1 shot from them. And see, I'm like panicking, I'm just pulling my mortars back, and they butt in my vehicle, so I can't see much and I can't move much. So they do take out 1 of them, but I wasn't very like upset about it. And that's when I started moving my infantry over here. Sadly, they had an MG nest right here, and that just shot them up before they can do any damage. And I think I do lose this Hetzer. I do, yeah, there it goes. So I wouldn't say I'm out of the fight, and at this point I didn't feel like repairing that mortar, so I kind of just kamikaze it in here. But see, my guys are just getting pinned down by the MG, and so at this point I'm not really able to help till I get Panzers and my infantry back in there. And as you can see, here's my Panzer Battle Group moving in. It's just 2 Panzers, but those Panthers, those things, the Panthers just destroy everything.
Hunter battle groups are now available to enter the conflict.
And now, I think at this point, I just want to spam out Hetzers and Panzers. But I think this is the only Panzer battle group I send in, so. And see, I just kind of kamikazed my mortar half-track. I didn't care about it anymore. But once I had these guys going in, they're just going to destroy everything. And as you can see, those are anti-tank traps. The Panthers just roll through them like they're nothing. So they're the heaviest tank and probably the best tank that you can get without going in a doctrine, unless you go in like the Terror doctrine or the Tank Destroyer doctrine. If you get that King Panther, oh my god, that just obliterates everything. And apparently Panthers can go through there. It takes a little bit, but they can get through here, which is, I thought, was pretty cool. And here my ally tries to push up here, but they spam AT, like, oh my god, it's crazy. And I'm pretty sure he just loses both his tanks, so it sucks. And I want to get rid of this British guy because he was spamming those engineers with rockets, and here they weren't even at their base, and he pulls them back now, and here they are. So I just want to get as many shots off on them that I can before they get back and start the fight again. So they probably didn't stand much of a chance because this Ostwind's so good against infantry, it's crazy. And then I have my Panthers here. Oh, they didn't have a chance. It was sad. As you can see, British, they're going down. The Stokas are shooting at their base and everything. And they do get a few good hits off on this Panther, but it wasn't a big deal because I had this one over here. And there goes Jomo. He drops because he was scared and he didn't want to have a loss on his record, which is pretty newbie. But I don't know. I hate when people do that. They should just accept defeat. And so now the British, they're pretty screwed. They have only a few rocket guys left, and their bases are almost fully destroyed. And then I have all my infantry, which I should send in right around now, I think. No? I do send them in at one back. Yeah, here they go. And then there they go. It's over for the British. And another Stoka takes out their command truck or whatever. And there's a few engineers back here for some reason, and then there's AT that was shooting at my Panthers, but it didn't do much. Now, it was over. There wasn't anything that could have been done to save the British. So, now it's just one guy left in one AI. Both Americans can easily spam out AT, but I wasn't too scared of it. As you can see, well, actually, not me, but Ashkraf starts to spam over his Panthers, but it won't be able to do much. So, and there goes both his Panthers destroyed just because someone's, actually no, just one of his Panthers gone just because they just 100% spammed AT, which is probably the noobiest thing ever. Spamming AT, my god. Spamming anything is pretty newbie, but AT of all things, that's probably the noobiest. And they probably should have got Rangers or something, which are probably the best American infantry unit. And I'm positive one of the guys chose the infantry doctrine, because once we get to the end, I see he has a Howie over here, and that was always pounding on us. And 3 AT, all with the same guy. It's the AI, but still. And now we have a V1, so we're going to take out all of this over here. And then I'm telling everyone to pull back. They have ATs that are shooting at us. I got another Hetzer up. He's going to plow in there eventually. And at this point, I'm not really doing anything. I'm just trying to get another Hetzer, which I do end up getting. So, I'm going to send my infantry over as well. Well, I try, but it doesn't do anything. I knew I should pull back just because the V1 was coming, and let's watch it. Boom. Yep, that was a V1. Ladies and gentlemen, the V1. I mean, and here's my nice repair army, just to spam repair on my tank. And then, I don't know what he was doing. He was sending over an M3 half-track, which has like an anti-air gun on it, but just demolishes infantry. But we had an Ostwind and 4 tanks over here, there wasn't any way that he was going to be able to get any of our infantry. And here's my second Hetzer, and that would be like my final thing that I get, just because I didn't really need anything else, because I have my nice little repair army and infantry army, and then I have 2 Panthers, 2 Hetzers. That should be enough to take anything down. And here's the Ostwind army, and oh god, it's beautiful. They're good. They're not too good at tanking out tanks, but any vehicles, any infantry, they'll destroy easily. And now we have a repair bunker, but somehow the enemy saw it, and they're just pounding on it with their ATs as much as they can. But it wasn't too big of a deal, because I had my little repair army here, and nothing really needed to be repaired after a point once we charge across.
We've completed the upgrades, Commander.
Apparently they tried sending over some repairmen. I don't know what they're trying to do with those guys, but all along this river, they pretty much have just spammed AT and hold on, someone's calling me on Skype. Let me just wait. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this. I'll be right back.